Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video with myself, Box of X. I do apologise about the lack of videos there. I haven't done any for so long, but I've been having issues with broadband, which are causing problems, which are stopping me from doing the micropod and the microfilm podcasts. But I've really just been getting into the gaming. I don't get much spare time now, so much going on. So what little time I am getting to myself, I'm sort of enjoying the gaming side of it too much, I suppose. I'm getting back and actually reminding myself why I actually got into this in the first place. But I don't want to stop doing videos, and I certainly don't want to stop doing my podcasts. As soon as the broadband is finally up and running properly and at full speed, I will be back doing the podcasts. And as and when, I'll do videos. And as I say, it's been a while now, so there are some things that I want to talk about today. There's been a lot going on. It's certainly been, a big couple of months for games as a whole. So I want to talk about some of that now. The first thing, obviously, is Gears of War 4. Now, I got this game on launch. What can you say? It's Gears, and I think the team have done an incredible job with Gears of War 4. The multiplayer is flawless. I always struggled with previous Gears of War games purely down to the multiplayer, because I always seem to have a disadvantage for whatever reason. I always struggled with the Gears multiplayer, and I really enjoyed it, but I just got frustrated because I'm quite a competitive online gamer, so I like to be competitive, and I feel like if I feel like I'm being disadvantaged and I am getting an issue that isn't through my own gaming style, I do get frustrated with it, and because of that I didn't quite as enjoy the Gears Online as I would have hoped in previous games. That being said, though, Gears of War 4 seems to have taken that problem away, and I'm not having any issues with the Gears of War 4 multiplayer, and I'm seriously kicking some ass on that game, which I'm really happy with, because as I say, I like to be competitive. I don't like to struggle, and I don't like to feel like I'm at a disadvantage over other people. So I really, really like it. I think the game as a whole is a fantastic package, and it's why we buy Xbox, for things like Gears and Halo. That's why we buy the console, for the exclusives that we get on that console. That being said, there was a lot of hate aimed at Gears of War 4 during the week before it was launched, during the week of its launch, and in the past week as well. The Sony fanboys seem to be really up against this game and really fighting against it, and basically slating it and doing their usual thing of going on these websites and giving it shit reviews. A friend of mine pointed out that I actually put this on Twitter, actually, that guys that are actually making up accounts on Metacritic and giving Xbox One games a 0 out of 10. No game is worth a 0 out of 10, no matter how bad it is. There's still a lot of effort made, put into these games. You may not think there is when you play the final product, but a team has still worked on that game for a couple of years. No game is worth 0 out of 10, no matter how bad it is. It really isn't. It's a 1 or a 2 if it's a really poor game, but never a 0. And to give games like Gears of War 4 and things like that a 0 out of 10 is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I find it really sad that fanboys are finding nothing better to do with their time than to go on these websites and type up these stupid reviews. At the end of the day, if you're a gamer and you feel so strongly about these things, show your support on the system and actually game on the system, not sit on forums and sort of gaming websites all day posting bait, and hate. It's just it's beyond me. It really is. So moving on, I want to talk about the big news this week. There was a lot of speculation. There's been speculation for months, and then we had a few tweets, a few sneak peek images appearing on Twitter and on the internet over the last week, and then finally we got the announcement that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be coming for the fall in 2017. Then the trailer came out, only a teaser trailer, but a trailer nevertheless, just to whet our appetites. It looked fantastic. The graphics on the scenery and things. I mean, if that's in game, I can't wait. And hopefully, with the date of the launch, we'll see this game come into Scorpio, Project Scorpio. It looks absolutely amazing. Obviously, we've still not seen gameplay as such. We don't know the story. But, you know, if the game looks like that, I mean, everybody loved Red Dead Redemption. Everybody absolutely loved that game. It was fantastic. It was probably one of my favourite games of the 360 genre, of the 360 reign, should I say. We had some good games on Xbox 360. I mean, we had the Batman Arkham games, which were still the best comic book adapted video games we've ever had. So we had some great games on that system, but Red Dead Redemption 2 was definitely in that top 5. It was an awesome game. It was brilliant when it came to back compatibility when they announced that, which we were all hoping for. And now we've had that. Finally, we've had Red Dead Redemption 2. There has been things on the internet saying that Red Dead Online has been trademarked. I'm sure they've got massive plans. I mean, can you imagine a Red Dead Redemption kind of environment with the GTA 5 multiplayer style? I mean, that could be incredible. I mean, a big Wild West online game where you can do the sort of things that you could do on on GTA 5. You know, it has incredible prospects, as it were. We've got something to really look forward to in Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really looking forward to it. That game comes, that's for me, that's a week off. I'm saving a week's holiday for that game just to drop, because I cannot wait to play it. So the other big thing as well announced, well, not announced, but yeah, it was announced. We knew it was coming, but it was announced anyway. The new Nintendo Switch. There was rumour that it was going to be a handheld, and I wasn't too sure about that. Well, not a handheld, but a handheld type of console, something that you could take on the move with you. I wasn't too sure about it, but I have to say, after watching the trailer that they brought out for it, the idea of being able to play Skyrim on the move and then go home and then plug it in and continue to play it on the screen, I'm interested. I mean, I do feel that this is Nintendo sort of moving away from the home console market, because this isn't as such a home console. It's a handheld with a docking station, a little bit like Apple TV, I suppose. So it's an interesting idea. I think I'll be buying one, to be honest. I think I'll be getting one. I like the Zelda games anyway, and the idea of having a game console like that, or a handheld like that I can move around and then dock up, I think it's a great idea. It's got great prospects. We need to just keep an eye on what spec this machine has. I mean, that's the big thing. They have announced that Unreal 4 engine will work on that console, so I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. The other thing as well I want to just quickly cover as well before I go, Battlefield 1. I was in the beta. I had the early access with EA. I also had the early enlisters edition. I'm loving that game. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's been the first time that I've actually played a single player campaign that I actually feel emotionally connected to, even though they're 5 different stories and the 5 different characters, you're not following the same person all the way through. It pulls you in, and it's the first time I've been grabbed like that in a single player campaign for a long time. DICE have done an incredible job. I love the multiplayer. I think I've got about 16 hours on the multiplayer now. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. I can't fault it. Let's move on to Call of Duty Infinity War. Played the beta. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The graphical style. I mean, Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare looked more realistic than what we're getting now from the Call of Duty team. It almost looks like Team Fortress, because the graphics just don't look realistic. They're just colourful, sharp, almost cartoon-like. I'm sure if you play the beta, you'll understand what I mean. It doesn't look real. It doesn't look realistic. And they've gone away from that style, and the gameplay, it's just Halo as far as I'm concerned. Call of Duty as a franchise, what it was, is dead now. It's just a Halo rip-off, and I think it's time that Call of Duty either goes back and does what EA have done, or they just need to call it a day, because Call of Duty, this is the first COD I won't have bought since Call of Duty 2. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments, and I will speak to you very soon. And I do apologise for that. the recording ended then, so if it sounds a bit weird at the end, you know why. But anyway, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.